I have filmed this intro 87 times. I recently finished Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, and what do you do when you finish a new Emily Henry book? You post your new Emily Henry ranking. Okay, trigger warning. My least favorite Emily Henry book is, drumroll please, People We Meet on Vacation. I will say, to be fair, reading this book and a couple others after it, I have learned that Friends to Lovers just isn't for me, at least not in this way. The only time it really works for me is if it's like friends as kids, they weren't able to express their love or anything before one of them moved away, and then they come back together as adults and fall in love. That then does fall into more so second chance romance, which is my favorite trope. But Friends to Lovers, when they're just adults who can't express their feelings to each other for whatever reason, I don't love it. So I didn't love this. I didn't find either character in this really intriguing. I just didn't have a good time. I didn't hate it. I just didn't have a good time. Now, the ranking of this next one came as a bit of a shock to me because when it was first announced, I thought it was going to be one of my favorite Emily Henry reads of all time because fake dating is one of my favorite tropes. However, I read the arc a little bit before it came out and I did not enjoy Funny Story by Emily Henry. I just thought it was boring. I didn't care about either character. I saw a lot of people comparing the main male character Miles to Nick from New Girl. As a diehard Nick from New Girl stan, no. Now, disclaimer for the rest of this list, I loved the rest of these books. All of these were a 4 and up. I genuinely enjoyed these. So the ranking, especially the top two, gets a little hard and it starts to flip back and forth, but I loved the next ones. Next, we have Great BBL. Now, Great BBL was almost a 5-star read for me. The only things that kept it from being a 5-star read was one, once the relationship between the two characters kind of got going, it happened a little too fast. I wanted a little more from the main male character, more of his story, more emotion, more a little bit more personality, a little bit of something was missing, and only a little bit. Next is Book Lovers. I love an Ice Queen. That's pretty much what it is. Nora had me from jump. Also, Charlie Lastra Supremacy. At the top two, guys. And if I'm being honest, my top two fluctuates depending on my mood. You might catch me one day saying it's this one, the next day saying it's this one. It really depends on my mood. As of today, my second favorite Emily Henry book is Beach Read. This was my first Emily Henry read. This was one of the first books I read really early on to getting back into my reading journey, and I have been in love with it ever since. Augustus, why do you think January Everett? You will always be famous. Now, number one, I have mentioned that second chance romance is one of my favorite tropes, and this book is one of the reasons why. Happy Place. Happy Place by Emily Henry. I know that this is controversial. I know that a lot of people did not enjoy Happy Place. The only thing that I didn't enjoy about Happy Place is that the main character's name is Harriet. And that's hideous.